Hi guys, I'm your average faggot Victor and I'll be providing my review of Black Phantom from the house of by Kilian and see if you should be considering this. Let's get right into it. Special thanks to a dear friend who led me this bottle for the review. The nose behind this fragrance is Sidonie Lancesseur and this is marketed as a unisex fragrance. This was released the year 2017, available for 50ml, which is a refillable bottle, and this is an EDP concentration. For the price, their official website is selling this for $240 for the standard presentation, but if you want a coffret, you'll be paying $55 more, which translates to $295 in total. And it also worth mentioning that the bottle I got here is their first design, and now they made some changes to the bottle and it looks like this one. Scent wise, I was able to smell them side by side, and my first impression for the newer batch is a bit stronger in terms of projection and also a tad sweeter compared to this one. Now that being said, let's get right into the presentation. This came with a big square white box with a black line bordering with perfume written at the bottom, but this is not referring to the concentration. You get the name of the fragrance and the house in front. There's nothing on either side and at the bottom. At the back, you got the name of the fragrance and the house once again, along with the concentration, list of ingredients, as well as the size of the fragrance. Opening this box will greet you first by a card underneath of one of these extra flaps, and it contains a message from the founder Kilian himself, and also a bit of information about the house. You also get a key for the coffret as well. Then we go into the coffret itself, which has this striking skull in the center, which is very detailed and really fits well with the theme of this fragrance. The finish of the box is very glossy, which makes it a fingerprint magnet. Both sides have this really nice detailing, which are a bit raised and can be felt in your fingers. On the top, you only have the hinge of the cover, and at the bottom has the keyhole for unlocking the coffret. The back has this velvety finish that will help securing it when placed in a slippery surface. One thing to note here is that the cover of the coffret is heavy and it is prone to dropping down accidentally, which is something to watch out for as this might crack the edges inside. Once you open this, you will see the fragrance in the center, seated flush in the silk cloth with foamy materials underneath. Even behind the lid of the coffret has this really soft foam materials as well. The cutout does a great job protecting the bottle and preventing it to go out of place. This came with this rectangular shaped black bottle with a clear base. You got the name of the fragrance and the house in front in this stainless silver plate, and it also has memento mori on it. It has a matte surface on the front and at the back that does a great job resisting fingerprint, but it is also prone to scratch marks. You got a sticker with a badge at the bottom, and the sides has this textured glass detailing, which is reminiscent to the one found in the coffret, and this helps providing a secure grip when you're holding the bottle in your hand. The cap is made of metal with a plastic interior, but it has a sturdy build to it. You got the initial "the house" on top, and this doesn't click into place, but it is a snug fit. However, you cannot pick this up from the cap. The sprayer is not the greatest out there, but it gets the job done. It sprays out a short burst, making a small mist. This opens up with that coffee alongside with a sweet and a bit aromatic rum, as well as almond in the background. There is also some sweetness coming from the sugar and some creaminess from the caramel. The initial opening has a lot going on as you get all these notes at your first smell, but the blend is really smooth and all the notes are complementing each other. The booziness from the rum is providing a really nice roll here, balancing all the sweetness and preventing it from becoming too syrupy sweet. After 5 minutes from the initial spray, as the scent settled down a bit, you'll be able to smell the dark chocolate a bit more, as well as the boozy milky accord in here, along with a bit of bitterness coming from the coffee. Again, the overall scent is not sickeningly sweet as you might think by just looking at the notes breakdown. There is a good amount of booziness and a bit of bitterness to balance everything out. This is still a gourmandish sweet scent, but it's not giving off an overly playful or youthful vibe. After an hour, the booziness tones down a bit as you get more of the gourmand characteristic of the scent, which doesn't change much as you get most of them from the opening. But the three most prominent off my skin are the coffee, chocolate, along with the sugar. In the very far dry down, the booziness will fade out and it will be left with this creamy milky chocolate kind of a scent, and you can still detect hints of the coffee here. Performance is great on this. It has a good projection for the first 1.5 hours with a decent size of scent bubble, and CH is very good as you can easily detect this in the air. Longevity I'm getting is very solid, around 9 to 10 hours off my skin. Projection is not super strong compared to the other offerings from this house, but people around you will be able to easily detect your scent for the first 2 hours, especially if you wear this in a temperature-controlled environment. Not a very versatile fragrance as this is ideal to be worn in cooler weather environment in the month of fall and winter. This is one of those Gourmand fragrances that has touch of sophistication to it, and it will go really well dressed up for dates or formal gathering. This is a fairly easy to wear fragrance as there are no daring notes in this. You just have to take note that this has the note of rum, which some people don't like it that much, but it is one of the notes in here that makes this unique combined with the gourmand side of this scent. As long as you don't wear this at the gym where you'll be sweating a lot, as sweat, chocolate, and rum doesn't sound a great combination. You just have to wear this on the right occasion and you won't be offending anyone near you. This is definitely a great gift idea, especially if you opt in for the corporate presentation, which really seals the deal, and this is made by a well-known house. The scent screams for special occasion and not a daily wear fragrance, which makes up for the lack of juice at 50 ml. You just have to be willing to pay that premium price tag. Overall, Black Phantom is such a solid fragrance that offers something different in the category of gourmand fragrances by adding that rum to the scent. While hardcore niche lovers might find this a little simple as it doesn't change that much from the opening until to the dry down. Even though this is not that complex, this is still a niche fragrance through and through as it still offers uniqueness to the smell and it has a great quality and very smooth blend. Gourmand lovers will definitely appreciate this and I would say it is worth a try. People might see the 50 ml as a deal breaker for this kind of price range, but the great thing about this bottle is that it is refillable and the refills will save you a lot compared to buying a new bottle of Black Phantom. Please consider pressing the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. This has been your average faghead, signing off.